YouTube's giving strikes on deleted videos. Uh-oh.
All right, so as you guys know, we've had a pretty rocky relationship with YouTube these past few years. But what you guys maybe didn't know was that just a couple months ago, we had 0 strikes on the channel. At the same time, YouTube also rolled out a new system in which channels could earn their warning strikes back.
YouTube will waive a creator's content violation warning if they attend a class. So it's like a defensive driving class. Okay, cool. I didn't know this.
So in case you don't know, it's like it goes warning strike, first strike, second strike, third strike. We had 0 strikes. And we got our warning strike back. So it was genuinely like, I was like, we're safe. Like, this is it. It's all unicorns and rainbows from here on out. But then about at the same time they rolled out this new warning system, I feel like they also started making some other changes as well.
What they do?
And, you know, we've seen some pretty egregious things that have happened to this channel. We've gotten a strike for a girl eating a banana on a beach. And it wasn't even like a sexual kind of eating a banana. She wasn't like, you know, like deep throating it or anything. I feel like I might even get like a strike for just having done that motion. Okay. In our commentary, like we genuinely just thought it was really funny in the way she ate the banana. If you go to the Reddit thread,
I like this guy and I think he's being mistreated by YouTube, but he's being disingenuous. If I look at your channel and I see the videos that are being suggested, these are extremely sexual videos. Any reasonable person would look at this and think that it's sexual. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But let's not act like this was random.
I think a lot of people thought the same way.
How is that sexual? Your name is Black Cats? Well, if you're a cat, maybe you're not attracted to people. So this could be, yeah, I could understand that. Yeah, no, I can understand that, for sure.
But apparently, the guy that gave us a strike got turned on by that. We were...
Come on, man. What are we...
Genuinely just commentating about the logistics of why somebody would eat a banana like that, and we got a strike for that at some point. So yeah, it wasn't too long after this warning system got implemented that I started seeing some even crazier stuff. So the first thing that happened was we got a strike again for maybe one of the cutest, most wholesome videos I've ever seen. I don't think anybody would have saw this video and thought that it could have the ability to deliver a strike onto any channel. So it's basically these two parents are talking to their 2 children. They're both like 5, 6 years old. And they ask them, what do you do when you get married?
I'm getting married because they won't get married.
And what do you do when you get married?
And then the kids start doing this, which I can understand looks really, really bad. The parents were extremely shocked. We were shocked. Everybody was shocked. And then it's revealed that they're literally just trying to pretend to put a ring on, because that's what you do in marriage.
What are you doing?
Pretending to put a ring on.
And it was like the cutest, most heartwarming thing. It was just such a good video. And then we got a strike for sexualizing children. When the girl literally said...
I think that's unfair. I think that's unfair. Yeah. Because, like, at the beginning, I'm like, you can't have kids doing that and then post that, right? It's still weird, though? I don't really think so. I mean, like, it's like kids do weird stuff. They act like they're kids. They don't understand social stuff. That's what makes it funny. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's just there's nothing weird about it. Yeah, it's fine.
That they were
just
trying
kids
to
kids,
put a finger on her ring. They're 6 years old. I don't think she was genuinely trying to be sexual. I don't know if she even knows what sex is at that age.
A little kid.
So I don't understand how something could be that blatantly clear and we still get a strike for it. So here's the thing. Some of you guys know that we have a secret insider YouTube.
Well, it's also like, I mean, let's go a step farther, right? So the video was not uploaded by the little kid. It was uploaded by the parent. So do you think the parent uploaded this video with the intent of sexualizing their children? Absolutely not. That's disgusting. So what do you think is really going on here? You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, in order to think that this is a bad thing, you have to go through like multiple levels of intellectual dishonesty.
Contact. And full context, this is not an official YouTube manager. They would never give me one. They've refused every single time. So thank God for this guy, because he saw that and he was able to reverse it for us.
Okay, so
as
then
of
W
today, we are
YouTube.
no longer in contact. He doesn't respond to my emails anymore. So I'm just wondering, you know, like, what do I do the next time this happens? Who do I turn to? And I think about how there are so many small channels out there that don't have any contacts at YouTube, have nobody to talk to, yet hit with strikes as crazy as this one, and they just have to suck it up and be like, yeah, okay, cool, fuck this platform. Now you're probably wondering, well then why don't you just appeal? I'm sure YouTube will take a second look and they will fix their decision. That is actually kind of priceless because YouTube doesn't respond to any of my appeals. I kid you not, we have submitted appeals from months ago that have not been responded to. When I submitted them, I checked my email every single day and night. I lost sleep over checking it. I would wake up in the middle of the night and just be like, did they respond yet? And nothing. February 29th, still haven't gotten an email from them back yet. Yeah, that YouTube guy was like the only thing that was keeping YouTube slightly fair for me. You know what I mean? Okay, so yeah,
I think that another part, like if I look at, for example, if I pull up one of these videos, like let's pull up this one here, right? We found the thickest girl in existence. So if I watch this video, this is what I'm assuming the video is. 95% of the video isn't bad stuff. Yeah, 95% isn't bad stuff. It's just like it's like basically the, and everybody does this, right, with thumbnails, but I think that it is disingenuous to say that this was just a video that was just us reacting to random stuff. Because if you put that clip in there, then the clip is in there, right? It's clickbait, yeah, right? And so I think the fact that they're doing it means that it works. Like, by the fact that they're using it as clickbait, in my opinion, this is like a passive acknowledgement that, or active, really, that using sexual content gets people to click on the video. And of course it works, right? So it's like, I don't know what the title of that video with like the kid was, right? And that wasn't shown. As far as I know, it wasn't. Yeah, it didn't say any of that.
We got that strike overturned. We were back at 0 strikes. We had no strikes. We still had a warning, a first strike, a second strike, third strike to go.
I don't know why they would keep uploading content. Like, after you've been struck by YouTube so many times for sexual content, why do you keep doing it? I don't get it. Like,
I was like, that's fine. Whatever, we're still good. Here's where it gets even crazier. So we end up getting another strike not too long after for a video that was deleted over a month ago from the date that we got the strike. It's such a hard sentence to process, okay, because first of all, we got a strike on a deleted video. Like, the video doesn't even exist anymore. And second of all, this video was uploaded over a month ago from that strike.
I do think this part is unfair because you can't appeal a strike on a video that's deleted. So he actually can't, he doesn't even have a recourse if the video does get struck. Yeah, this part is unfair.
These strikes on deleted videos cannot be appealed because I guess their reasoning is, well, the content is gone. So what are we supposed to do about it?
Yeah.
Well, then how the fuck did you know that there was offending content on it if the content is gone and you cannot access it?
Because YouTube holds them on a server separately for a longer period of time for a legal requirement, as far as I know. Most companies do it for 90, 180, or sometimes 30 days. That's how they would know. Whenever you delete like a YouTube, like a Twitch VOD, like streamers do this, right? They're like, oh my God, I'm going to delete the VOD and Twitch won't see it. Yeah, they will. It's all saved on their server. Yeah, that's just, that's the reason.
Somebody apparently going 1 month and a half back into our old videos that were deleted.
Which I'm like, how do they even find it?
And issuing a strike on that. Let's just think about this for a second here, okay? What if we got a strike for this video on a deleted video?
This part is unfair. And like, this is kind of, I think, the problem that like this guy is running into is I think that like his position would be a lot more Like, because there's a lot of nuance to this, right? Where it's like, I think you're fucking around and you're finding out, but I also think that you're being mistreated at the same time. But most audiences don't like to engage with that nuance at all. So I think he's doing himself a disservice by being disingenuous about the way that he presents his content. And in doing so, I think that, like, in situations like this that he's referencing, people will be against him or not take him seriously whenever I think they actually should. I think the situation where he's getting a content strike on deleted video, but he can't appeal this is a bad system. That sucks. That's awful. Like, oh yeah, we're getting a strike and we can't do anything about it. Well, why is there an appeal system then? You see what I'm saying?
Occurred a month ago, and we could not appeal it when it was blatantly wrong. I don't understand how they can take away the option to appeal it when you give so many wrong strikes in the first place.
Yeah.
And it is perfectly normal for a YouTuber to delete their content. Because of your monetization policies, we have to make multiple versions of videos, censoring parts, removing parts in order to even get monetized. So most videos that go live on the channel have like 3 or 4 different versions that end up getting deleted after it goes live. So we have more videos that get deleted than actually go live. And none of those we can appeal because they're not there. But you also somehow have access to it.
I mean, I have to say that I think that this is another situation where if you're getting your videos denied for monetization, you have to re-upload them in like 7 different ways in order to get them approved. Maybe there's a problem with what you're uploading. Like, I'm just trying to be honest about this, right? It's like, let's look at this. Like, I think that if somebody was explaining this situation to him and he wasn't in the situation, he would have a very different outlook on it. Now, once your channel gets flagged, you can't make it out of the cycle. You have to upload every video 4x no matter what the content is. Maybe there's a situation that I'm not aware of. Maybe I could be wrong about this. But I think I've made a lot of points in this video, and I don't think every single one of them is wrong. I can't confirm or deny what you're saying.
And can watch it and give us a strike. But we can't appeal. And you also give strikes for things like this. Yeah. And we can't appeal that. Like, are you guys like understanding?
We don't know what the name of the video was. We don't know what the tags of the video was. I'm not going to... Like, I think if they just gave him a strike for that video, then I think that they're wrong, and YouTube agreed with that. YouTube got rid of the strike. But, like, I mean, if you go over and you look, the titles of these videos are also sexual. Can you tell me if these look fake or not? And it's a girl with boobs. We found the thickest girl in existence. It's a girl with a fat ass. What are you doing?
The ludicrousy. So I went and I found this video that got this strike that we deleted a month and a half ago.
Okay.
And guess what? It was for sexualizing children. Again, me and my team, we go through that video multiple times. We cannot find a single instance of a child being sexualized, which again is like, if it were there, it would be pretty obvious to see a child.
I'm not seeing the video. I don't see it. Where's the video?
Child gets sexualized, but we just couldn't find it. In fact, there were like no children in that video at all. So it actually turns out that
and this is the problem, right? And this is again like with the disingenuous behavior, is that he very well could be right and he could be telling the truth, but because my guard is up, I am going to instantly not just like, because I don't think that he is explaining his situation in good faith. I think he is dramatically changing and misrepresenting his position. And as soon as I can tell that somebody is being dishonest with one thing, I assume that they're also being dishonest with other things.
I believe it came from this, which, as you can see, is a fully grown woman. She is not a child. And I'm assuming that we got a strike for this, or for sexualizing children, because she is wearing an outfit that almost looks like a schoolgirl outfit. And she is in a setting that could potentially look somewhat like a classroom. So a human, you're telling me, goes back 1.5 months ago, finds a deleted video out of like hundreds of deleted videos that we have, watches this video, sees this, and believes that this is a schoolgirl doing a sexual maneuver, and delivers a strike on it.
What was the title of the video? What were the tags of the video? Did you tag the video schoolgirl? because you didn't say that you didn't do that. Like, YouTube makes a lot of fuck ups, but I don't know about this. I really don't. Why did he delete the video?
So in
Who
both
knows?
cases of sexualizing children, we have not sexualized children. And in both cases, we have no ability to appeal. Why is that a thing? Why is this a system? How is that fair? So I'm like, okay, that's kind of fucking bullshit, but I'm sure people are sick and tired of me complaining about strikes and injustices that YouTube...
That's why he posted it, the implication pushing boundaries, being edgy. I think he's doing that too. I don't trust him. I don't. I could very easily see him uploading that video and it could have a title that's problematic or bad. It's not YouTube, it's people who watch videos and report it for misleading content with a thumbnail. And this is the issue that I have, is that half of what he's saying I'm very sympathetic towards, half of what he's saying I am completely unsympathetic. But whenever I see somebody saying, oh, it was just a girl eating a banana, if I had to flip a coin on whether I think that girl was sexualized in the thumbnail eating the banana or in some form or another with the video's advertising, I would expect that coin to land on yes. I would. Because of a pattern of behavior.
Is delivered. I'm gonna move on with this. I'll just swallow it. So not too long later, we upload another video. We have to make multiple copies in order to find out which ones won't get age restricted. And within a span of 1 minute, copy number 1 gets age restricted. Copy number 2 gets age restricted.
Why?
Copy number 1 gets a strike, and then copy number 2 gets a strike, all like seconds apart from each other, like almost instantaneously. How did a human,
what is this
like
here?
seconds apart?
Attention-seeking girls getting what they deserve? Well, I haven't seen the video, like...
From each other, like almost instantaneously. How did a human watch both videos at the same time and age restrict and strike?
The way that they do it is, so I can explain the way that they do it. So this was a big problem with social media in like the early 2000s, and this is like kind of like a really sick, weird problem. And so I kind of apologize in advance for explaining it. But a lot of, like, we're all adults here. I'm just going to explain it pretty just flat out. Basically, you have to have content moderators look through all of the content on like Facebook, Instagram, etc. So a lot of content moderators end up having to look at a lot of child porn and like other really, really bad stuff. And this fucks them up in a lot of ways. And it's weird that, a job that is, no, I'm being brutally fucking honest, right? I'm sorry, I'm being honest. So what has been done in order to combat that? Because obviously that puts a tremendous psychological strain on people. Like, I've even heard of like police officers. It's like they even stopped doing like certain types of like investigation, or they even quit being a police officer entirely because of something that they had to, like a case they had to go through or something like that, because of how bad it fucked them up mentally. And so the other thing is that with these people, they're being paid probably way less than a police officer, and there's like not really a support system for them. It's PTSD. It's awful, right? And you think about like the most sick, disgusting thing you can possibly imagine, and then multiply that by 10, and that's what's really happening. That's what these people have to see, and that's the stuff that are being paid to see, and it's awful. So what a lot of companies have done is they've created algorithms that automatically detect nudity, and they detect other types of sexualization. And you see a lot of girls get around this on Instagram, for example, by wearing see-through clothes, right? Because that's a good way to like game the algorithm. And you see a lot of girls that are doing this, and the algorithm is there to protect their content moderators from having to see content that is sexual all day and all night, right? Because like think about like looking through like weird, creepy thumbnails like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? I mean, that does a lot of psychological damage. So the reason why that happened is because that algorithm caught your video and it automatically considered it sexual content. That's what happened. Why be on his side? I'm not on his side or not on his side. I'm not on anybody's side. I'm trying to look at this in the fairest way possible. It's not about there's no side. There's just what's true and what's not.
Within seconds of each other, when these videos are like half an hour long. Here's the really fucked up part, right? So this took away our warning strike and our first strike at the same time for the same exact violation, which we had no clue that it was even a violation. Like, if it's the same violation, wouldn't it make sense to just give the person one strike and just be like, okay, you learn from that, don't do it again? But why would you give the person 2 punishments for the same thing? And so what this...
He's technically right. That's stupid. And it's disappointing that that happens. It's kind of unfair for him to have that happen. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, for sure.
Strike was a stunt performed by Steve-O, and Steve-O is performing one of his signature stunts where he basically sets the top of his hair on fire and has someone blow flames through it. And if you just search this trick up on YouTube, you're gonna get a ton of results because Steve-O is a professional stuntman who's had a long career on Jackass, which, by the way, the show is on YouTube, right? Like, if you search it, you will find so many results. The best of Steve-O fire stunts with an image of the same exact thing that was in our video. Steve-O sets his hair on fire to introduce ICP. Steve-O lights his hair on fire. Steve-O live hair on fire stunt.
You know, Steve-O is a graduate, I'm not kidding, of Clown College.
And then Steve-O on fire. Like, there is a video of the slow-mo guys with 6.1 million views of him setting himself on fire. That's just what he does.
Look it up.
The video literally says,
You're on fire.
He's a professional.
why is this on YouTube and mine is a strike? 2 strikes, actually, not just 1 strike. Mine is 2 strikes.
This has 6 million views.
I probably don't need to say this, but he was perfectly fine. He was completely relaxed. He did not get hurt. It was an easy run-of-the-mill trick for him.
Well, if the video was about Steve-O, then why is the title of the video Girls Getting What They Deserve? I don't understand the logic here. So basically, YouTube shut down the video, and it happened twice. But what is Girls Getting What They Deserve have to do with Steve-O? He's talking about a different strike? I don't think he is. Maybe I'm confused. Is he? I don't think he is.
We literally have a text that says "do not attempt" at the bottom, but the strike is like we're promoting dangerous stunts. But it says "do not attempt," and the entire
Wait, what does
at
it
the
say?
bottom. But the strike is like we're promoting dangerous stunts.
But that wasn't the entire video, right? Because like you would assume that if I look at their channel, they usually have 30-minute block videos. And so like we're supposed to expect the Steve-O video was the entire 30 minutes? Like, if you just apply logic to this situation, this video had like, they're told which part is the bad one. That was not included. No, it wasn't. It was only a small clip. What? So it was only a small clip, but they have no other small clips? This was the only small clip that they ever had?
It says "do not attempt," and the entire time we never once mentioned, "Yeah, do that shit."
There's a small clip instead of a large video. Well, exactly, right? And so how do they know that it's because of the Steve-O thing? Because they never showed that the strike said that it was because of Steve-O. How do we know this? Like, they just did? No, they said it. That doesn't make it true just because you say it.
So yeah, no YouTube guy to save us or anything. Nobody responds.
It's a timestamp, but the timestamp wasn't provided. They didn't show the timestamp. So how am I supposed to believe that? I want to see it. Like, you don't write a blank check and expect me to cash it. Like, what is this? Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not. I feel like I'm being fair here. Am I being unfair? I'm being fair, right?
Answer appeal. 2 strikes on the board. Cool. Okay, I guess I'll just kind of suck it up and just move on. And then it's not long before we get another strike, which brings us to officially the second strike, which is why we've been gone for 14 days. This one for police doing a police pat down, I agree, it does look a little suspicious, but I thought at the end of the day, this is a police officer doing his job. Like, again, just like Steve-O, I thought this is
disingenuous. You can't say it's a police officer doing his job. You didn't provide the title of the video. Like, what did you title the video? What was the thumbnail of the video? It's not just a police officer doing his job. This is like whenever like one of these girl streamers is just like, yeah, no, this is just what I always wear. And it's like the camera's pointed down at her boobs. And it's like, no, I just like playing video games.
A professional context, like it's a police pat down. Like, I just didn't know that you could get a strike for filming a police pat down. So all of this leads me to believe that I don't know if they're actually humans.
I mean, of course you could. Like, and this is the problem, is like whenever you oversimplify things, you can oversimplify things to make anything make sense or nothing make sense. But that's not what's happening. That's the purpose of the video was not. It had nothing to do with a police officer
giving us these strikes. Like, if you look back on it, the fact that we get strikes for deleted content from a month ago, 2 strikes on 2 videos within seconds of each other. So how am I supposed to believe that there's actually a human out there? And so I put this stuff to the test.
There wasn't.
I took the same thumbnails that got me a strike and I uploaded on another channel and I requested a human review. And YouTube tells us that they are sending a human to watch this video. But I don't believe it, because I did this. I put this strike-worthy thumbnail on this channel and no strike, nothing happened. I got human reviews on it. I did it like 20 times. Allegedly, 20 humans, according to YouTube, saw this strike-worthy thumbnail and was like, okay, that's fine. So either this is not a strike-worthy thumbnail.
Where's the approval for that? Like, where you had 20 different people look at the same thumbnail? And again, I would believe what he's saying if he didn't misrepresent, oh, it's just a police pat down. Because I'm the kind of person, like, if I see one inaccuracy or one inconsistency, I assume that there's 10 more that I don't see. Zach, he just said his thumbnails got him struck, not the content. He's been saying the whole fucking time that it was the content. I'm assuming it could be different videos. But you're right, it is the thumbnail. So it's like, why are you uploading thumbnails that it's even close to getting you in trouble?
YouTube is lying to us, and there's actually nobody watching.
Like you said,
videos.
points on a curve.
And if
yeah.
you look at the view counter on these videos, a long time ago, they used to go from 0 to 1 or 0 to 4, depending on how many reviewers looked at it. Now, they all just stay 0. We've tested this multiple times. At this very point in time, I don't believe there are any humans watching anything at this point. And even the strike...
I think what YouTube should do is they should just call this guy and tell him, listen, we know what you're doing. You're obviously making sexual content. Stop doing it. If you keep doing it, we're going to ban you. I think that's what YouTube should do. Because, like, that's clearly what they're trying to communicate, but they're not doing it. Just say that. Because if they said that, then that would be it. Like, I don't know why Twitch doesn't do this too. Like, oh, there's this girl that keeps trying to break the terms of service by, like, you know, making sexual content, doing stuff like this. Okay. Well, then just tell her to stop doing it. Problem solved.
Are being doled out by bots as well. And it truly feels like we're living in some sort of dystopian future where my entire career and livelihood is just dependent on whether or not a bot can tell if this girl is underage or an adult. And I know YouTube's not going to be happy to hear this, and they're not going to be happy to see all the proof that are provided here. And they're probably going to bury this video. You'll probably
This isn't proof. You didn't provide proof. You provided evidence. Number one. Number two, the evidence was not substantial. I don't see this as strong evidence because I think that points of this have been omitted. Like, for example, the video of the where it says like underage girls or whatever. We didn't see the thumbnail. And you already said, you just said that thumbnails were part of the problem. So if you show the video and then you don't show the thumbnail, after you said that thumbnail is a problem that YouTube said, after you, as I said, in my opinion, have dishonestly expressed and explained your situation, don't expect people to just automatically believe it. And I'm not even saying that he's lying, but he has misrepresented multiple things in this video multiple times. So yes, I'm going to assume that what he's telling isn't the full truth, because he hasn't been honest about anything that I can tell is true. Like, every verifiable thing has been proven to be disingenuous. And so I'm just supposed to assume that all the things that are not provable, that haven't been proven, are not disingenuous? What? The only good point of this video is about getting strikes on content that's already deleted, therefore he can't appeal anymore. Yeah, he's fucked. Yeah, he's fucked that way. That's so bad. Yeah.
See it.
Or we might even just get banned.
Jeannie told me not to make this video. Kai told me not to make this video, but hey, at this point, we have so many supporters on Patreon right now, and I've just dealt with this for so long. I don't really see us lasting much longer on this platform if a bot is determining whether or not I stay alive, and there's no human out there at YouTube.
Well, he's determining whether or not he stays alive, and he's choosing to upload sexual content and lewd content onto the platform. You're choosing to do that. A bot isn't uploading the content for you. You are. This is you doing it. This isn't happening to you. This is a response of something that you are doing.
To verify or even respond to our deletion. So I implore you, join us on Patreon. We have 160 extra videos there at this point, 45 plus hours of content, one of the biggest communities on Patreon. Also, we're not even monetized on this channel anymore. Patreon is basically our only source of income at this point. Yeah, I want to thank everybody that supports us on Patreon from the bottom of my heart. You guys empower me to speak up about these things, knowing that I can fall back on you guys, your support, that I still have a community to go back to on a different platform if things go south from here. Like, I just hate being quiet for the sake of my livelihood and my job here on YouTube, and you guys give me that freedom. So thank you a lot. And to YouTube, I still owe YouTube everything. I understand that. I've spent half my life on YouTube. Look, I understand why they have to use bots and AI to police their website. There's way too much content to be uploaded here for any number of humans to possibly review. But I don't know why you have to sit here and lie to us and say that there's actually a human seeing this, and why you have to lie to us and say that when we press the appeal button, a human will actually listen to us. Like, I understand if you're gonna use bots to police your website, but for things as important as giving out strikes and deleting people's channels, which is what's about to happen to us, I don't understand how you can charge that to a bot and then not even have the decency to have a human.
Well, they had, like,
just double check and look at it and, like, even say something to the creator. I'm sat here with.
I think that he's right. That he's right about that. YouTube should just tell him what's going on. Just tell him. Like, if I was YouTube, that's what I would do.
Feel like you guys can even agree. I know that we have a lot of people that don't like us, but just look at a lot of these strikes. Can you at least agree that some of them walk a gray line, and there could be a possibility that?
Well, I mean, at least a gray line sounds like, then what are you trying to do?
Some of them are wrong, and that we don't deserve our channel to be removed for these things.
I mean, and there is proof that they were wrong. Like, literally.
Yeah, like.
They took it back. So it's like,
yeah.
well...
The strike that got overturned is one of many that have been overturned by that YouTube guy. I'm not joking. They've time and time again have delivered us incorrect strikes. He's overturned it. He's not here anymore. What happens when we get another one? I press the appeal button, nobody responds, and my channel dies. Is that it? Is that the solution, YouTube?
And then when the guy overturned it, we never went to him and be like, could you just overturn it, please? We said, what is it that we did wrong? And he's the one who said, oh, actually, it was our bad.
But yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope our experience here reveals some extreme shortcomings in whatever the fuck is this system going on at YouTube. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Well, I think that if he makes another video about this, which he will, this will happen again. He absolutely will. How do I know that?
That we started.
Because if you have an apple tree, it's going to keep making apples. And these are a lot of apples. You're going to have this problem happen again. If you make another video like this, stop insulting people's intelligence by saying that it's just a cop doing his job. We all know that's not what's going on. Stop misrepresenting what happened in order to make your situation sound better. I think people would support him if he didn't insult their intelligence by pretending like something was happening that wasn't. Yeah, I don't want to see the guy get banned. I do think that YouTube does deserve to give him like an actual fair shake on things. But if you want people to receive the video better, you need to be more honest.